Once again, good evening everyone. I'm Tiffany Obasohan, and as I've already introduced myself, I'll get right into it. I'm going to take it down a little bit of a different path, and I'll try not to give you that stereotypical motivational BS that Sid was talking about, but I did already write this up, and I do have a time limit, so we'll see. My speech today is going to be about change and transition. There are aspects of life that are built into the human experience in numerous ways, physically, spiritually, emotionally, but I've noticed that many people continuously struggle with and maybe never come to terms with them. I've always found this fascinating. They aren't simply moments to rush into and get out of to get to the next experience. They are the experience in and of itself. The growth and revitalization that happens within these stages of life is so pivotal yet overlooked. What prompted me to speak about this is having gone through an incredibly defining season of transition of my own at the ripe age of 11. I smile now as I prepare to talk about it because I know my friends, family, and mentors in the crowd have heard it millions of times and are probably getting sick of it, but I'm gonna talk about it anyways. What I'm referring to is moving from Lagos, Nigeria, or as any true Nigerian would call it, Naija. We moved simply to be in closer proximity to the vast array of opportunities that are essentially at your fingertips in this country. And just so we're all clear, this isn't gonna be a crap on the third world country you come from type of speech. It's actually quite the contrary. The process of moving wasn't simply a conduit to life truly beginning here in the USA. All of it is equally necessary to my story. I say it all the time, life in Nigeria made me who I am, but life here developed it. I'll carry Nigeria with me forever in my name, my face, my hair, experiences, outlook that I have in this world. I'll also carry Johns Creek forever in the people, opportunities, and roadblocks I encounter that solidify who I'm meant to be in this world. That time in the middle, though, the time before I truly felt settled into this new stage of life, is where the magic really happened. The doubt, anxiety, and contemplation of why I was really here and where I truly belong are common questions we all ask ourselves, but a bit much for an 11-year-old. Still, I ultimately made it to the physical and mental location I'm called to be in this time, but that didn't happen overnight. My becoming happened in the gradual and sometimes agonizing season of transition that comes in the middle. Now, how did this all apply to all of you sitting here today? Well, my time in SLJC has been one of my biggest testimonies of what you stand to gain from accepting and working with the season of transition that you're in. In similar ways, as a sophomore turning junior, I was facing a mini season of transition, with the reality of college applications placing mounting pressure on me. Stepping out of my comfort zone during this time is what opened the door to all of these opportunities I have around me. My now personal relationships with members of the Georgia State House and Senate, meeting political icons like John Ossoff, emceeing a debate for the Fulton County Board of Commissioners, featuring in a personal segment from Matt Maloney's Above and Beyond Leadership podcast, which is always on YouTube if you want to give that a watch, and so much more. I've learned how not only to survive, but thrive in the inevitable seasons of transition that life throws our way. Well, I hope I've truly given you all context on what my journey through SLJC has been and the undeniable importance of change and transition. But before I go to the incoming class, I have something to say to you specifically. There are likely many things going through your head right now, which I completely understand, but trust me, you're gonna get used to it. Realize that this isn't just another activity to add to your list of ECs, which I'm sure is already quite lengthy if you're sitting here right now. You're about to rub shoulders with the most influential people anyone could meet, talk less of a high schooler. From speakers to staff to Miss Sanders herself, they're all here because they truly care about leaving you better than they found you. So please lean into that. Once I drop this mic, well, I'm not holding the mic, I wasn't preparing for that, and eventually walk out those doors, my time here is done, but yours is just beginning. So inside and outside of SLJC, make sure you welcome your own change, transition, and growth. They're never easy, they're never permanent, but they're always necessary, so get ready.